everybody, and welcome back to Crafting Made Easy. For this tutorial, I will be showing you how to do like bracelet card holders. So stand by. Okay, so for this tutorial, you will need a cutting device, so a Cricut or a Silhouette. I will be using a Cricut today. I have a Cricut Maker. You will need some cardstock, you'll need your logo, and your creativity. So I'm going to go to the computer and show you how to make these, and then we'll get started on the other stuff. Alright, so with this step, I'll be using Cricut Design Space to make my cards. I made a couple of them on different shapes with different shapes to achieve different designs. So I'll just show you this one. I kind of used circles and an oval. This was squares and I think this one was the cutout was a octagon, I think. And then on the top I just put like little circles because I wanted to see if it would look like with different designs and stuff. And then this is squares with triangles, not triangles, diamonds and circles. So you can do different designs, just kind of figure out what you want your card holder to look like. I like this one a little bit better for my waist beads. The one with the diamond cutout, the one with the circle cutout is fine as well. And this one, the square, I would kind of probably use for like bangles or bracelets. So I'm kind of working on the size for that. But I'll show you how to achieve these card looks. I did my blank canvas background in a gray, so it would be a little bit easier to see. So actually I'm going to delete that one because I want to redo where the line marks are. I want to make them a little bit higher. But to achieve this look right here, you'll come over here to shapes, get a square, and when you're measuring your sizes kind of depend on what you're trying to cover in or what size you want. At first I did like a 3 by 6 inch and that was kind of too long, so I've shortened it up just a little bit, not too much, but I kind of like where it's at right now. So just kind of play with the measurements to see what size kind of fits what you're selling basically. So if you're putting it on a keychain or a bracelet or waist beads or whatever, you'll kind of have to see how you want it to look basically, or you can just take these measurements and kind of play around with it. So I'll just open this lock here and then I'll type in the measurements that I use, which is 2.917 and the other one was 5.167, and then hit enter, and then I'll lock it back up. I'll get a diamond here. Let me go ahead and change this to white. Alright, so I'll get my diamond here. And you just go to a good size here. And then you'll just line it up on your square to see how that looks. For some reason I didn't write down the measurement for my diamond, so I have to kind of play around with it really quick. Okay, that's good. Alright, so you want to put it so that the middle of the diamond is on the line, and then you just want to duplicate that so you'll have 2 of them, and you just want to bring it over, and you can eyeball it or you can just go like this, highlight all 3, align, hit center vertically, and then it'll measure it, it'll put it in the middle. So you just want to look at it, make sure it is on the outside line, here, and you can only slice one at a time. So what I do is I just hide one, highlight both of these, slice it, delete this because you don't need the diamond anymore. And then I unhide this one. Write this down. Right, and then I bring this one to the front, arrange center front. So my diamond is at the front now, and then matter of fact, I think I want to clean that up. Nope, wrong one. Okay, so actually I'm gonna go back because my diamond wasn't, you see it has like a little edge on it. You want a clean cut, so I'm gonna go all the way back to where I cut it the first time, and you just keep going back and it'll undo everything you did, but it takes Cricut Design Space a little long. Okay, so I just want to make sure, so it's important to make sure your line is not cutting or you won't get a clean cut. Nope, that went back. Alright, I think that's good now. So then I just want to make sure it's aligned center vertically. Okay. And then I'll go back here, hide both of those, slice it. Hopefully it's right now. There we go. Okay, so that's nice and clean. So you see it's no tail left over. And I could easily have just cut that off, but I mean, why not just get it right when you put it on your cutting machine? So I'm making sure this side is right. And I'm just gonna repeat the process, highlight both, hit slice, and clean it up or delete the excess, and there we go. I have my cutting file. All right, so to get the holes, I just go over here to shapes again. I got one circle, and I'll just duplicate another circle. And then you just want to, I wrote my measurements down. So let me see. I have, it was 0.278. All right, and if you don't know your measurements, you just kind of just have to play around until you get a specific size that you want. Then I took this here and I made that, was that an oval? Let me just look at it again, y'all. Okay, it was an oval. So then I made this into a oval. So I unlock this again, and I have 0.667 by 0.37. Enter. Right. And so that's that. Oops. And you want to make sure you lock it so it doesn't move again. And then you duplicate the circle. And you just align it like so. And you want this to go in the front, so center front. Why is that not locked? Okay. And then you highlight all three. Then you go to align, center vertically, so it's nice and aligned. Highlight all three again, and then this time you're going to weld it. And that's how you get your shape. And then you're just make it whatever size you want it to, and then you put it here. I'll make it a little bit smaller. There we go. And then you just duplicate that, and then you bring it down here, and then to make sure those are aligned, you just highlight all three again, go to align. Which one? Center vertically. Yep, center vertical. No, did I do center vertical? No. Center horizontally. Yeah, center horizontally. That's what you want to do. And then again, you just slice it. So I hide one again. I highlight and slice. Then I delete. I have my hole. Then I unhide that. Bring it to the front. I don't think it would matter if it's in the back, but I just always bring it to the front, and then hit slice. Then delete, and then you have your holes. So you have your holes, and the holes are good if you're putting it on like a peg or a display. If you're not, you don't necessarily need the holes, but if you are, you can put them. And then I just do my upload. I go down to where my logo is. I make it small and go here and make it fit. So you just, kind of play around with your logo to where it's at a good size that you want it to look. And you can just leave it on one side, but I'm going to do it so when it's closed, you can see the logo on both sides. But just make sure you rotate it, because once it closes, like if you just left it face, look matching this one. Let me go back. If you just leave it like this, both of them like that, this one will be upside down. So you want to turn it so it's upside down, so when you close it, both will be facing the right way. Alright. And I just want to make sure both of these are, so I'm just going to hit shift and then that, oh no, actually I'm going to highlight, come on mouse, highlight both, align, center horizontally. It made everything align in the middle. And then you want to, if everything is the way you want it, you want to flatten it so it all kind of prints out together. When you go to print it, I'll show you that in a second. Well, I'm just going to do it now. So if you hit make it, when it's over here, it's 3 of them on here, but it doesn't look like it because you can't see the holes or any other cuts or anything like that. It will cut out the way that you want it to cut out, but right now it just looks like I just have my logo on here. But once you get it to your maker or your Air or whatever your Cricut thing is, it'll read the lines and it'll cut out the way it's supposed to. Because when I first did it, I was like, where's my little cutouts? But once you put it on your cutting machine, it will know where to cut and stuff like that. So don't be alarmed. I just wanted to kind of show you that really quick. So that is that one for the bracelets, and you can also use it for bangles or anything like that, but I think I'm going to do a different one, which is this one here that I did. Where is it? Yeah, I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so like I did this one here, the little square one. This one, you can put your bangles on or your bracelets on. You just kind of have to get it to a width that it will be able to hold your bracelets up. And I can show you how to do that one really quickly too. It's basically like the same steps as the other one. Let me close these out. Alright, but it's just, you're just cutting it differently. So this time you'll just use a square. Well, you used a square before, but you'll use a square, and like I said, make it as the size that you want it to be. I think I'm gonna go at that. This size was kind of too small. It was right for my bangles, but for my bracelets it was too small. And then for this one, I want to kind of change where these cutouts are, and I want to put them up a little bit higher. So I'll redo that one with you. Hope you don't mind. So you just get, I'm gonna get another square. So I have two. And I'm gonna close this one right now. Alright, so this longer square I'll use for my bracelets, and this one I'll use for my bangles, but I want to change this to 3.222. Alright. And I want to change this one to 3.75. Alright. So I have those there. Then you want to get another square. And this time you want to make it into like a long, let me get it into white. You want to make it into a long rectangle. So the size of your rectangle depends, because the rectangle is your cutouts. So it depends on how thick you want it. So it's kind of up to you. So let's see. I wrote some measurements down. I'm trying to see if it was for this one. Nope. Okay. So that's not for that. Alright. So ignore that. I thought I wrote down the measurements for the cutout, but I didn't. So I'll just do that. Alright, and you want two of them because it's just easier to work with. And you just kind of align it to whatever height you want it to be. So I think I want them about right there. And you just kind of highlight all three again. Go to align, center horizontally. Nope, wrong one. So undo that. You'll just center vertically again. There we go. But I don't really want it that low. I think that's what it was the first time. Alright. I'm sorry, y'all. Because I had it that low and I don't want it that low again. That's too high. Oh, unhighlight that. Nope, that's not what I want. Alright, let me alright, let me go back to center horizontally. Then I'm going to take these two, I'm going to hit shift, and then I can move them up together. Alright, so what I just did is and it's probably like a long way around, but let me just show you how on this one. Let me duplicate that again. Alright, so I'm gonna move over here to this one, and I just put them in the spot, That's not lined up where I want it. Okay, that's good. And you just highlight all three. So what I did is I did center vertically. So that's too low for me. So, but I wanted to make sure it's even. And I just highlighted both rectangles and then just hit shift. So you hit one rectangle, hit shift, and hit the other rectangle, and then you're able to move them up together. So that's how you can do it that way. So just hit one, hit shift on your keyboard, hit the other one, and then you can move them up and down together. All right. So now it's time to slice. So I want to take this one away, and the same way I did with the other one, I just take one away, hide it, hit slice, delete the cut part because I don't need that anymore. All right, and then I just go click here, go to the hidden one, highlight, oops. Let me hit that, move it to the front. Again, I don't know if it matters if I move it to the front or not, but I just like to be a little safe and just move it to the front. And then I just delete all of this. So that's all deleted. And I'm going to do the same with this one. And you can actually just hit here, hit the square, hit slice, well, what is the front? If you don't want to hide it, you can hit here, hit the square, hit the rectangle, hit slice. You can do it like that too. So I just want to show you a different way other than hiding it. And you just remove all the deleted pieces. Make sure you're not deleting your square. As you see, it keeps highlighting my square. I don't want to delete my square. So there we go. And so I just came over to the side and hit delete since it kept trying to get my square. All right, and then I'm going to upload my logo again. Insert and duplicate. And you can put care instructions in the middle. You can put your logo. You can put a thank you. You can put whatever you want here. I'm going to put my logo. And I'm going to make it fit. If my mouse will stop acting up. Alright. Okay, so I'm just put it in the middle. And then I'm going to do the same with here. Make that fit in the middle. Alright, I'm going to highlight both of them, make sure it's centered. Okay, I like that. And then okay, it keeps moving it down there. So if it's going to move it down there, might as well just make it big, child. Alright. There we go. And because it's not a PNG, it's the card, it's making my thing smaller, but that doesn't matter. Once I flatten it, it'll fix right. And I think I actually am going to put some cursive quickly because I figured out what the font was that I wanted to use. I'm just playing around with it. I wanted to put thank you for your order on the card, so I went ahead and used the font Butter Mellow, and I curved it, so I'll show you with this. And before you weld it, you want to do everything you want to do with the font before you weld it, because once you weld it, it's pretty much done unless you go to the back button and keep hitting back to undo it. But once you weld it, it's pretty much in that shape, style, and so forth. So you just kind of, with this one, you hit letter space and it kind of joins your letters. Okay, so of course it's moving slow. Excuse my child. I'm outside, and I guess that just she just wanted to say hi, Mom. All right. So it's moving like extra slow. But you keep just hitting it until you have your letters the way you want them. It may take a couple clicks. There we go. Now it's moving. All right, so then I changed the color to blue. I put it to print so it doesn't look like a cut file anymore. And then if I wanted to, I'm just going to bring it closer and bring it over here. See how it looks on the card. Now, if I wanted to, like I did the thank you, I could hit curve. Try to curve it the way I want it to. Okay. And I want to do all of that before I weld the letters together. And then I want to hit weld. And I'm not sure if it does it with print, but I know when you do it with cut, if you don't weld it, it will, you'll see where your letters meet at. So this is how I want the bracelet card to look. I really like that. And so then I'm going to take all of it, flatten it, and then send it off to my printer. So I'll be back. And then you just send it to your printer, and then hit continue, select your printer, and then I'll show you how to cut it out and assemble it. Okay, so this is what it will look like. Like when I say it does not have the cuts or any of the holes, that's what it will look like. But once it goes through the Cricut machine, it will make the cuts and the holes. Alright, so once you pop it off of your mat, what you'll do is you'll just get your cutout here. You take your waist beads or your bracelet. For right now I'm using waist beads, and you'll just slip it through, and you just fold it so the holes can line up like such. And there you go. And if you wanted to, you can put your business website down there. So once they get the package, if it's on a display, they can see the website. If you have a website, your Etsy page, whatever you want on the bottom. Let me see, because this light is not. There we go. So you could put whatever you want on the bottom. So I probably will put my website or something of that nature. These are getting shipped. They're not going to be on display, but the whole is for if they're going to be on a display thing, like at a vendor's event or anything like that. So it helps like that. This will stay on here. You will close it up. You can use double-sided tape, glue, glue dots. I think I'm going to use double-sided tape. I have some glue dots. So, matter of fact, let me get my glue dots. I'm going to get my glue dots. 1 second, y'all, because I was thinking about it. I think I'm going to do my glue dots. like all my drawers open for another video I was doing. There we go. So I brought a big pack of glue dots from Amazon, and I think it came like 100 in a pack. Let me see, 3,000, yeah, like 100 or something in the pack. And it's just a bunch of glue dots. And the glue is on here. You can't really see it, but I'll just stick it down on there. And you want it to lay flat so it doesn't look all janky. And uh-oh, stuck to my finger. Then you want to put the other glue dot in the corner there. Peel it up. And be careful because it is sticky. And you just line up your holes again. Smooth it out. And there you go. Your bracelet or your waist bead holder. Boom. And that's pretty much it, y'all. It's kind of easy. It's just kind of aligning your design and making the template and stuff like that. After that, it's pretty much just kind of cutting it out and getting it on your product so you can display your product. I would suggest using heavy cardstock versus like any light or copy paper or anything like that so it won't rip. So just kind of use heavy cardstock, and you can find heavy cardstock at anywhere, Walmart, Amazon, Staple, you know, you can find heavy cardstock anywhere. So just kind of get the heavy cardstock, and you can do different colors if you want. You can do whatever fits your business or your mood or whatever. So if it's like Halloween, you can do Halloween cardstock. You can print a design and cut it out and stuff like that. So, you know, just have fun with it. Let me see if I can, because I don't even know if this will measure for the bangles. I just kind of cut because I wanted to play around with it. So here we go. That does fit. Ooh, I like that. Because the first one I cut, this one was little, it has the hole in it, and it was too little, so I had to make it bigger. That's why I did it with y'all. So this is how you would display this, and you can put it in a, on a display. You can put it in a bag. You can put it in a box. You can put it however you want it. But this is how it will hold your bracelet. So this is not a bangle. This is just like a regular open bracelet. But you see how it holds it there. And this one is, I think this one is kind of big. But I'm going to see if it'll work, because this is too big for my bangles. I think I like the other one. Yeah, because this folds up. Let me see if this one will fit on the regular bracelets. One second, y'all. Alright, so I want to just see if it'll fit on the elastic bracelet. So I'm just still trying to figure out the width and everything. Okay. Alright, so that's a good width. Oh, I like that. Oh, yeah. Make sure to... Okay. So this size fits for the elastic bracelets. It fits nicely in there. So if you wanted to display your bracelets like that, you can. I mean, I'm trying to make it droop a little bit. Okay, yeah. That's too much droop. So just kind of, I had to play around with it. But this is a nice display for like your elastic bracelets like that. And if you have a display thing, you can poke, you know, cut your hole out. I didn't, by accident, y'all saw, I forgot to put the holes in there. But this is what it would kind of look like as far as, this card is all janky. You see the words is not lined up right, but this was just kind of like a practice one just to see if I measured out the right size for these type of bracelets and the bangles. So I think I did good, just kind of eyeballing it. But I'll fix the lettering and all that other stuff. But this is, like I said, this is a good way to display your bangle bracelet. So if it's on a vendor table, it can be like this. Well, not bangles, your elastic bracelets, it can be like this on a display thing, on a vendor table, once the world kind of opens back up, and you have this hanging up if you want to. So this is just a different way to kind of display your work, and then have your logo all on it, your website if you want to put your website at the bottom so they can see that. So I hope this video was helpful to you, and I hope you're able to use it in your business or whatever you're making as far as bracelets, waist beads, and so forth. So I hope this was helpful. If it was, and you enjoyed the content, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you are not subscribed to my channel, but you're watching this video and you want to see more from this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. All right, everyone, until next time, peace.